far. He's saving units when he can. The probe saves were excellent. He's even stepping on creep now. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, there's definitely a ballsy play. There's a couple of Brute Lords here. I mean, maybe.
I mean, there's no Infestors just yet. Oh, the Banelings found that opening. Grabs attention on the other side of the map. There goes 18 probes, and the Lings running by into the natural as well. Very annoying for Trap here, taking big income damage. He does still have a scary army on the front line. So if Trap can make a big counterattack here and find some counter damage, his game's going to stay alive, but it doesn't look amazing here.
No, he needs way more than he's getting so far. He's going to drop a couple of storms, and yes, they are connecting with Lynx, but he needs more. That's the danger of moving out as well, right? It's like, yeah, it's cool that you're pushing back the creep, but can you still defend as well as you did in the last 3 minutes? No, you can't if the units are out of position. I mean, you got to give it to Reynor. Obviously, he's there immediately with the run by in the natural, and that did not work out. And every second that goes by now is 1 second that I think Reynor is very happy with, and Trap is going to be less happy with, because those Infestors that you mentioned, Maynard, they're coming.
They're out, they're here, and they're ready to complement those Broodlords, and it's just pretty tough here for the Protoss to deal with that. Corruptor's coming on forward, a Fungal goes down those units, detecting them, doing some splash damage as well. Storms on those Lings, pushing that ground army of the Zerg back. The Mothership's got to go down, and this army of Trap is surrounded by Zerg. He's going to try and stand and fight here with the Archon. He does still have some Storm energy as well for these Corruptors. The Tempest will get picked off though.
Yep, it just takes a lot of storms, right? Reynor needs to get those Corruptors out of there. There's no need to hover them. I mean, Trap actually still surviving with quite a few units on the ground. So Reynor is now spending that bank that he's built up for a long time.
A lot of Archons.
Yep, I see no Storm here, but just those Archons, they're going to be good against the Lynx. Just 1 or 2 Broodlords right now would complicate things a lot. But maybe Trap can get a base, maybe even the Greatest Fire.
Maybe even get the Broodlords before they're done. Trap coming forward with those Archons, and the Immortals doing incredible damage into the Satchery. The Lynx coming down to push that Protoss back. Reynor needs these Broodlords to hold on. He's going to take a lot of damage here. That Charge Lot coming in for the side here. 14 drones and the base goes down.
I feel like if he gets the Greatest Fire here, this is massive for Trap. Trap wants more. I think he just wants the game, but I would have settled for the Greatest Fire.
He's turning and firing on it now. A little bit late to the party, but getting it is a nice pick-off. There is a second Spire for Reynor as well. Did that go down?
Yep, but no, I don't think that went down yet. Baneling Nest, that's also a very big pick-up. He recalls, no, yeah.
No! Zealots, get in there! Get in there! Get in there! Get it done! No! I mean, the Greatest Fire is off creep, so it is going to start to bleed out, but of course you can spread it a little bit.
Oh, that would be funny.
Doesn't have a transfuse just yet. Okay, some high energy queens coming in. They're going to save that thing.
That
sucks.
He dropped the transfuse as well, right before the end, when the main army was still there. Dropped only a single transfuse, but it was enough to keep it alive. The Zealots were a bit indecisive.
Well, the reason why I was asking about that second Spire is worst case scenario, Reynor can use some of his money to get that second Greatest Fire down, but it does slow down the Broodlords. And the Zerg is not very rich right now, so a good fight for the Protoss definitely can snowball, but it's gotten to that point again where it's going to be tough for the Protoss to attack.
This is where Reynor realized he's losing his Baneling Nest, or he lost his Baneling Nest. He's like, oh, I can morph these Zerglings into Banelings? I guess
lost his Infestors as well, actually. Yep. Seeing one more in production here, but there's not too many out in the field at the moment for the Italian Zerg. Primarily Broodlords. This air army is still quite scary. So we have Viper, just a 4 Infestor hit squad here for Reynor, which just isn't huge at the moment.
This is kind of cool though, the double prism going into the main base. I don't know if maybe the Hive, maybe the Infestation Pit.
At least the Zealots in here.
He's rebuilding the Baneling as well. That one is not going to finish up, so...
And Trap going to put some hurt on the Zerg side of the map here as he goes towards that 5th Nexus to the south, 6 o'clock base. And then come those prisms. Now Reynor's air army isn't too far away, so he's moving to intercept. That's a lot of Zealots. He's going to warp in more here.
Wow. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, the Baneling Nest don't get sniped, no cancel on that. A couple of Zealots will go down.
That's wonderful for Trap.
And he's buying time, right? Like, Trap can actually get some more stuff going. I wouldn't mind seeing +2 air weapons, for instance. Like, if this game is going to go long, you want to go those air upgrades. They're very important.
Oh, going for the spawning pool here. That's also very annoying, as Reynor loves his Zerglings. You can't get anywhere near Banelings if you don't have any Lings. So getting those spawning pools quite nice. Because that means less static defense, less Spore Crawlers, all the things that the Zerg wants to do to slow this game down so they can get those Spellcasters and Broodlords up.
Are there no Corruptors on the map at all? There are 5.
5, not that many.
They're with the main army.
It's like a lot of Archons will be very, very scary here. With some of those Tempests helping out against the Broods.
120 army supply for Reynor. Reynor is maxed out once again, but it's very heavy on the Lings, and because he hasn't had a Baneling Nest in quite some time, he doesn't have the same amount of Banes as he had before. Well, actually he has 0 Banes.
That is a problem, so at least Trap knows these probes are going to be safe for quite a while. Those Infestors are getting pretty high in energy here. More and more Archons coming in. I love just a heavy amount of Archons for Trap. I think that's a brilliant idea against what we're seeing right now. They're very hard to slow down. And if they can get anywhere near the Corruptors and obviously the Infestors, they will mow through them. Plus re-attack on the way for Trap. Feels like these upgrades have been a little slow. Alright, Roach is coming in with some lings here. They find that 5th Nexus.
One pylon. I mean, you can just go for the pylon here, and that makes your life a little bit easier. Reyna realizing that as well, all of these cannons are going to get unpowered. I'm not sure where the army is. The army is all the way on the right top side.
Power with the Prism.
Yeah,
why not?
Do that.
He's bringing the Stalkers. Looks like he's going to be able to shield defense here at least.
Don't forget that Neuro Parasite is on.
Oh! It was an offensive recall. Where's this recall going to go to? It's going everywhere. The Vipers have pulled the mothership out of position.
What?
Was this actually a good play?
I don't know if this is good. I mean, the Broodlords are very exposed. The Archons got a couple of shots off. The Tempests are just going crazy. I have no idea what we're watching.
The Archons are doing incredible damage down here on the low ground. Immortals and Archons in the main picking up the Corruptors. The Tempests have picked up the Broodlords. What are we watching right now?
Neuro Parasite kicking in now as well. So a couple of these Archons are attacking the Immortals at this point. I've seen a lot of StarCraft fights in my life. I've never seen that fight.
And I mean, offensive recalls and motherships are rare, but an offensive recall and a mothership that's in the middle of it, a Viper, yoink, even rarer. What a crazy moment there in this game. Reyna does have a fair bit of money. He's going to try and replenish that army supply, but Trap's not going to give him space. He's coming forward with reinforcements.
The more you space out, though, the better the Zerglings become, right? And that's kind of what's happening here. The Lynx are getting some fantastic surface area on all of these Archons, and just gateway units are not going to cut it here. The War Prism is going to try to save the day, but that's not going to be enough either.
Down goes the Prism, and Reyna's reinforcements more than enough to hold on here. He pushes Trap back, grabbing a Tempest for himself. Why not? Biling that down, and Trap has only 7 army supply left in this game.
That was such a wild fight, man. Like I said, I've seen a lot of StarCraft fights in my life. I've never seen that one. But the more spaced out it gets, the better those Zerglings become. And these Zerglings, they are as feisty as they will ever be. +3 Adreno clans. So if the Lynx can surround Protoss units, those Protoss units just disappear so quickly.
And there is not enough money in the bank and not enough production here for Trap to get that convincing army again. It's going to be... I just don't see how he steals this game away from Reyna anymore. It feels like Reyna's done everything right off the offset of that defense.
Yep. And I mean, that 5th base went down as well, right? On the bottom side of the map, 6 o'clock. So that was a massive loss. We have a little bit of long distance mining now, but it seems that Trap is all out of steam.
Gee, there it is. Bit of a weird ending, but Reyna managing to snatch that one. He's having a bit of a chuckle with himself, and he probably hasn't seen what we just saw just in it either.
It's like one of those things that you activate, and then in the middle of it, you're like, is this actually good for me or not? And it's like, how do you micro, right? Like, all the, I mean, the Archons underneath, the Broodlords, they were doing fantastic, but at one point, everything just got so wild. But it did seem the longer it went on, obviously you're fighting on the side of the Zerg as well, right? And that means that the Lynx, they immediately pop, they can then surround the units, and slowly but steady, that fight went better and better for Reyna.
Yeah, all right, well, before we get into Game 3, guys, we'll take a short break. Do not go away. Reyna and Trap, Game 3 now.